our coach Todd is here to give us a word.
Yo.
But before he does, oh, okay.
Oh, let me talk?
Yes, those of us will allow you to talk first.
Hi, everyone. I'm Todd. How's everyone doing?
Hello, Todd.
Hi there. I made it just in time. I came from
Yes.
1 minute.
Where was I?
Middletown.
Middletown, yes. My name is Todd Foster. I am going to be your bold coach. I'm very excited about being here. I've heard great things about all of you, okay? Every one of you. And the best part about it is it sounds like we've had some bold grads here before. Who's been through bold before? All right. And who's this talking about the third time? That's awesome. Congratulations on that. Have you seen an increase in your business when you do it? 4 times. Holy moly, 4 times? That's awesome. I love it. So who right now is thinking, oh my goodness, this guy is here and he's going to attempt to sell me on something? You can raise your hand. It's okay. All right. I'm not going to sell you on anything. What I'm going to do is ask you to just invest in yourself. And when I say invest in yourself, we all invest in ourselves. Would we all agree with that?
Yes.
Okay? We take training classes. How many people have taken a training class in the last year? Okay, how many leave that training class and put the book in that shelf? And you have the world's smartest bookcase. Okay, I've been one of those people, right? In bold, though, the great thing about it is we give this great binder full of all kinds of things. So it takes up a lot of space on the bookshelf. So you do have a smart bookshelf. And more importantly, in bold, as it was indicated, it changes your mindset. Diana Kokoska says that 90% of your business is based on mindset. And your personal life is based on mindset as well. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
And if you have a victim mentality, which a lot of people have victim mentalities, how do you think they really work in the real world? Do you think they give the blame game where people are going, oh, it's the market, I can't believe this happened to me. It's always never their fault. And in bold, what we're going to do is, all of us have a victim mindset. We all have the drunk monkey. And everyone that's been through bold knows your drunk monkey, right? It sits in your shoulder and it just chirps all day long. And it's telling you things that you don't want to hear. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to hear it. You're not old enough. You're too old. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. You'll never make it that far. And what bold is going to do is bold is going to change your entire mindset. And that's the number one thing that's going to change. When your mindset changes, your entire life and business change. I've had it happen to me. Real quick about me. I've been with KW, it'll be June 1st, it'll be 4 years. Before that, I was a mega agent with another company. I never was ever leaving. Right? Who else has never, ever said they're not going to do anything, they do it? Okay? Yeah, just once, right? Just one of us in here, 2 of us. Yeah, here's the situation. I was a recruit to come to bold. I was completely against it. Completely against it. There was no way Todd was ever going to bold. Well, guess what happened? I went to bold. I was with another company, the largest company in town. No one ever leaves that company. The only time you leave the company is when you die. Okay? And now I'm going to the competition, and it was KW on top of that. And what changed my mindset was I walked in that room the first day, and I thought, holy moly, in 3 or 4 hours, and this is a true story, I learned more in those 3 hours than I learned in the 8 years I've been in my other brokerage. And you know what changed? It wasn't the skill set. You know what changed? My mindset. In those 3 hours, my mind changed that quickly to the point where, you know what? I am a great person. I have people out there poisoning myself. And in bold, we talk about people poisoning your minds. People that tell you, you're not good enough. Oh, don't do that. How many houses do you want to list this year? 10? 10, right. Good luck. I mean, and once you hear that, what happens? You start believing it. You start believing it. So if I had a cup of water right here, I think it's just coffee, right? Okay. And I put a drop of poison in here. Just one small drop. I mean, just one small drop. Would you drink it for me? Come on, just one. I mean, just the tiniest drop in the world. Just a tiny, tiny drop. Would you drink it for me? Why not? It's poison. And so why do we let ourselves poison our own minds? And more importantly, why do you let others poison your minds? People bring you down when they should be bringing you up. So in bold, what happened to me was I had a huge mindset change to the point where at step 5, you know what I said? Bye-bye my other broker. Now, that was the scariest thing in my life. And the reason why I only knew what I knew, which was how to work really hard, not smart, get lucky, and hopefully make a career out of it. I was doing pretty darn good with it, okay? Yet the intention was for me not to leave my company ever. What it did do is allow the person that brought me to Bold for me to become their recruit. Who has a profit sharing tree in here? Anyone have profit sharing? Works out pretty well, doesn't it? It's nice to have that check come every 21st. Yesterday hit the count as well. And that person that brought me, not only brought me, then I became the team leader. I recruited many people who were in my profit sharing line. And then I replaced myself as a team leader. What I had to do? Find a team leader. So that person now has 3 team leaders, or former team leaders, in the profit sharing line by asking me one thing. What was that one thing?
Should I go to Bold?
To go to Bold. To a free session. How much is it?
Free.
It's free. We all like free things, right? I mean, and the best thing about you, what else we have? A free lunch. Okay? Yes, I said free lunch. And here's the thing that's going to happen the most. We're going to walk into Boulder on the first day, and we're all going to be strangers. You may know some people, you may not know some people, because it's going to be a huge amount of people there. I mean, we have very good numbers today. I love it. And the best thing about it is we are going to be one by the time we leave there. Who's been through Bold that actually talked to other people outside of the office now, other areas? Because you get to know them, don't you? You join up on a team, we put you in teams, you all rah, yay, right? Posters, glitter, bling, we do it all, okay? Yeah, what we focus on is changing the mindset of not just you, everyone in the entire room. And who wants to be with high mind powered thinkers? We all want to be, right? I mean, I can tell this room right here, you just feel energy. The energy is like, there's a lot of energy in here, and there's a lot of high-minded people. Yet, when we're in Bold, we're surrounded by everyone's on the same page. And what's that one page? To make money, right? We love money. We love to change ourselves. And more importantly, what we're attempting to do is change our mindset. So for people that have not been through Bold, this is what Bold consists of. It's terrible. You will never, ever survive it, ever. Okay? We usually lose 3 or 4 people a session. They just disappear. Okay? You know why? They had to make phone calls. Ever made a phone call before in your life? Has anyone ever been hung up on in here? And you're still alive? Holy cow, really? The greatest thing about a phone call is if they hang up on you, what can you do? Make a next call. You call them back. Yeah, I believe we just got disconnected. It works. The thing about it is our egos get in our own way sometimes. Okay? We are afraid to do things because we judge ourselves, and we believe when we judge ourselves, other people are going to be the same way. Okay? If we don't like people calling us, more than likely we've already made our mindset that they're not going to like my phone call. Yeah, you know what? Phone calls work. Yet if you're not a big fan of phone calls, then guess what? Don't do them. I'm not going to say you have to go make 100 calls a week. What you need to do is make 100 contacts a week. And what's a contact? Anyone give me a contact? Anything, right? Make a contact with someone. Textings don't count unless you actually get a face-to-face or a phone conversation with them. Yet it's pretty darn easy 100 contacts. I have personally been kicked out of my Panera Bread in my hometown 3 times. From doing a Bold 100 3 times. I would sit there and stand there, and during lunch, people would be lined up outside the door. So what was Todd? I was the official greeter of Panera. I held the door for him. To the point where it came down to where I was asked to leave twice. So, okay. On top of that, I was even a little bolder. I've taken Bold 6 times as an agent, 2 times as an OP, 3 times as a team leader. And then, of course, now I coach it. Yet I decided I was going to do a Bold 100 in Sam's Club. Now, who's been to Sam's Club before, right? You walk in, and they have all the little sample stations. Okay? Well, I decided, my wife is an attorney, so she is completely the opposite of me. Okay? Very reserved, very quiet. Todd, think about it first. And I thought this one through, honey. We're okay. So I walked in, and this is a true story. I walked in about 4 10-pound bags of Chex Mix. I paid for it. I came back. I found one of those kiosks, and I got some Dixie cups. And I started passing out Chex Mix. Okay? And I was asking every person that took a Chex Mix, is there anyone that you're looking to buy from investment real estate? I made it to 23 people before I was escorted out of Sam's Club.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know what? The 23 people I made contact with, they all remember me because about 5 of them saw me actually get escorted out. Yet I received 2 deals out of those 23. Okay? And it shows you. Now, once again, I did not make my Bold 100 that day. I call it the Bold Big 23, okay? And I didn't get arrested either, which was awesome. Yet anything you can do, anything, it's so simple to get contacts. You can go hang out anywhere, okay, and make the contact. As long as you ask someone what? Are you interested in buying, selling, or investing in real estate? Is that a pretty simple script?
Yes.
Okay? Who in here doesn't like scripts though? Scripts don't sound like me. They don't sound like me at all. How do people know what you sound like? I just found out Johnny Depp is not a pirate. I really did not know that. I thought he was a pirate the entire time, and I just found out he gets paid $33 million a year to be in a movie to read what? A script. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could follow scripts and dialogues and make that kind of money? $33 million is stretching, right? Yeah, if you stretch your mind, you could possibly do it. There are agents out there that are doing $33 million a year.
Not possible.
Yes, and it's great. The great thing about it is it's about mindset. If you tell yourself you're going to make $30,000 a year, what are you probably going to make? $30,000 a year. So why not think bigger? Think larger. Think bold. And in bold, that's what we're going to teach you. We are going to focus so much on the mindset that you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. Because it's scary. Once you get the brain going, it gets scary really quickly. And people that have been in bold rooms before, have you had to have a breakdown before you have a breakthrough?
Yes.
We have breakdowns, don't we? There are tears there. It's amazing how deep sometimes the conversations get. Yet in order to have a breakthrough, you must have a breakdown. In order to have that breakdown, you must have a goal. And what is a goal?
Stress test.
It's a stress test. It's a stress test, right? If you set yourself up for a goal pretty much is a dream with a deadline. Okay? If it doesn't have a deadline, what is it?
Wish.
It's a wish. So if you have a goal, and your goal is to sell 10 homes this month, the number one thing you want to do is write it down. Because once you write it down, it's there. Or put it on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever and tell people this is what you're doing. Instead of taking a picture of your lunch, put a goal out there. They love accountability, okay? I want to lose 20 pounds. Put it on Facebook. What are people going to start asking you?
How you doing?
What'd you eat today? How much weight have you lost? Okay? It's about accountability. And my title is a bold coach. I am a bold coach, which means I can also be the bold cheerleader. I can go rah-rah all day long. Yet in order for us to get better, we must be held accountable. Would we agree with that?
Yes.
And Diana states, what you focus on expands. And we're going to focus on expanding the mindset. So in bold, the first step is how much?
Free.
It's free. Nothing's free anymore, Todd. There has to be something, right? No, it's free. It is free. And it used to be a half-day sales presentation the entire time. And we've changed bold from 8 weeks to 7 weeks. And that first day, even if you only attend the first day for how much?
Free.
Free. You will get something out of it, I guarantee it. By lunch, we have the people that are the drunk monkeys on their shoulders, the closed-minded people going, I'm going to leave right here. This is the stupidest thing ever. And guess where they end up usually?
Back in their seat.
Out of business. Because once again, having a closed mind in business, especially in real estate, will not do anything good for you at all. So we're going to change your mindset, number one. I was one of those people. I knew it all. I'm a high D, a high I. I like to have a good time. I like to be the center of attention. Hello there. And more importantly, I don't like details. I don't care about any of that stuff at all, right? Well, guess what I found out? I had to start caring. I had to learn how to push myself out of the comfort zone. We've all been uncomfortable at one time. You may be uncomfortable right now. This chair hurts. This guy's talking too much. He's just talking way too much. What's he talking about? He has no idea what he's talking about. Yet the thing is Diana Kokoska wrote a great program based on her personal journals. And my job, and my only job, is to relay Diana's message of bold to you. Now, you've had bold with other coaches. We all have different traits, different personalities, yet the number one thing is it's the same thing. If you go to a restaurant and you order the same steak, does the steak taste any different if a different waiter serves it to you? No. More than likely, no. It's the same thing with bold. The product is exactly the same. Our intention as a bold coach and the bold program is to release your limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs are the ones that are holding you back every day. I had a limiting belief yesterday when I flew to LaGuardia. I got my car, I looked at Hertz, and it said I had a Chevy Spark. And I go, what in the world is a Chevy Spark? So I walk out, and it's about the size of a Mini Cooper, about 2 feet shorter. So I get in there, and I started thinking about, this is going to kill me. I have to drive up to Yorktown Heights, and I get on the highway, and guess what happens when I push the gas pedal?
Nothing.
Nothing. And I started thinking, this is just like our business in Bold, right? When we got into the real estate business, we thought for sure as soon as we got on, we were going to hit the gas, what was going to happen? Going to make a lot of money, right? It's going to happen. People know we're in real estate. They're going to call me all the time. They're going to say, Todd, call me. I know you're the only realtor in town. And it doesn't happen that way, right? I eventually had to have that gas pedal floored. I mean, I had it floored. I've had it to 65 miles an hour. Now, on the way here today, it was hurting up Bear Mountain. It was like, I was at 35 miles an hour at one time with the gas. I mean, it's going, right? Yeah, what happened once you got to the peak at the top of the hill? I started flying back down. It's the same thing with Bold. We're going to get your mindset and your business up here. And we're going to keep it up here. Because the mega agent out there, the people that run a business like a business, keeps their business like this all the time. You may have a couple valleys and peaks, yet in order to run a successful business, you must have a business like this all the time. And if you're like anything where I'm in Michigan, we have a thing called snow. And snow kills our market. Snow, if they talk about snow, it's batting the hatches down, we're going to have a blizzard, which we normally do, and it's cleared off 8 hours later. Yet the intention is for people to bunker down, not look at homes. And our market really goes down. January and February are really tough months for us in Michigan. The great thing about it is, coming up is what? Summer. And summer pays off a lot of people's bills. Well, in Bold, we realize, especially the markets that I'm at, our business is consistent with Bold graduates. Their business does not take a dip at all. They know how to bunker themselves down for the winter. They know what to do in order to get there. And in 90 days, your results will be proven with activities you do today. So in 90 days from today, it will be, what, July? June? I don't know what month it even is now. March, April, May, June 22nd, okay? I think it's pretty much summer right there. Think about June 22nd and having the potential to have so much business that it gets you through the entire summer. The summer then turns into the fall. And your fall business, because you're doing the activities you learn in Bold, remains consistent the entire time through winter. And the next thing you know, what is it now? Spring again. And it can happen. It happens all over the country. Now the question you may be asking is, well, how much is it going to cost me to sign up? A lot of money. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Here's the deal though. You make a lot more money in return. Okay? It's a $799 investment. It's an investment that you make in yourself. And we've all probably spent more money on that on other things in life that never ever had a return. What's your average commission here? $10,000. So the average agent in Bold this past round did 13.23 transactions. That's the average agent. So if you did 13.23 transactions in 7 weeks at $10,000 a piece, that's a pretty good chunk of change, isn't it? Now let's say you're below average. Let's say you do 7. 7, okay? What's that? That's still quite a bit of money, isn't it? Yet the 2 Bold class I just graduated, we did 21.3 transactions and 20.19 transactions per agent. And here's the number one thing about it. It wasn't my message. It wasn't the way I presented it. It was the mindset the agents got into the first day. They got it. 92% of agents in that class that did the 21.3 transactions were in the business 6 months or less. Now, why do you think they did so well?
They didn't have any drug monkeys to start with.
Exactly. No drug monkeys. They knew nothing. They know what they didn't know. So they come in, we tell them what they need to do, and guess what happens? They did it. Who's in the business more than a year in here? Okay, we know everything, don't we? You can't change my mind. There's no way, Todd. Things I'm doing work all the time. Guess what? There's better ways of doing things. Much better ways of doing things. So my intention is this, to have you enroll in Bold, to invest in yourself. Yeah, if you're not at that point right now where you're going, you know what, this just doesn't sound right to me, can you at least show up for the first step? It's free. And I guarantee in that first step, I'm not going to hound you go, sign for Bold date, please sign for Bold. Please, you need to sign for Bold right now. I'm not going anywhere to sign for Bold. Okay? I'm not signing anyone up for Bold at all. What we're doing is showing the possibilities, and I can talk about it all day long. Yet when you talk to your other associates here that have been through Bold, that have changed your lives, not only business and personal, you find out real quickly who your friends are out there. Okay? Jim Rohn states that you are the equivalent of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Are you hanging out with winners all day long? Well, in a bold room, we have a huge mindset. We're all on the same page. And our goal is to make our mindset the biggest it can be to get us the most production out there. Work smarter, not harder, which I did for 8 years, the opposite. Focus your 20%, which is prospecting. And more importantly, get your skills, the systems, the models, the scripts, the dialogue, the objection handlers, all in one place, in a binder and also up here. So who would like to join us in Bold? Who is really committed to Bold? Who is going, well, maybe I can't really do this right now. I don't have the time. Make time. If it's not in your schedule, it doesn't exist. Make time. This is my week off. My family is in Cancun right now. Okay?
Oh.
Yet I chose to come here. Now I'm going to Cancun tonight, so don't feel too bad.
Because we were going to have an intervention.
Yes.
with you.
Yeah. Yet I believe so much in, first of all, getting to know people before I do Bold. Number 2, showing you who I really am, because I can be this guy, right? Okay? I can be the cheerleader. Yet cheerleaders don't win games. And my job is a coach. And my job is to hold you accountable. And my job is to hold the team captains accountable. Has anyone been a team captain here before? Okay. It's a great job, isn't it? My team captains, we up the bar even more. Okay, team captains of mine, we do a call once a week. We do a coaching call. It's a leadership call. We make sure we're all on the same page. Because when a team captain is involved, the team captain then also holds everyone else accountable. Plus, everyone at that table holds each other accountable, right? Who's ever played sports in here before? Anyone play sports? Okay. Ever received a foul? Did you survive that foul? Okay. More than likely, we all will get a foul one time in Bold. If you don't get a foul, you're more likely not playing by the rules. Because sometimes things happen. Life happens. And a foul means you didn't do something that was required of you to do that week. It could have been doing the contacts. It could have been doing the homework. It could have been doing the poster. Something that you more than likely didn't have time to do. Be honest. You know what? Hey, Todd, guess what I didn't do? You received a foul. The great thing is you earn fouls back. Yes, we give you fouls. We do instant replay. Okay? We look at the monitor and go, you know what? It wasn't that bad. We're going to get a foul back. So your team can also earn fouls back for you. There are several ways to get through Bold and graduate. People that graduate through Bold, first of all, stay in the business a lot longer. Number 2, retention is awesome. Number 3, bring a recruit. Anyone that you can think of, bring them to the first step. It's free. I'm not going to sell them on Keller Williams at all. We don't mention Keller Williams until the step 6. Step 6. Now, the only time you see Keller Williams, you'll see the little watermark in the corner of the videos. Yeah, other than that, you're not going to hear about Keller Williams. So don't be concerned about bringing someone else from another company because they're going to be drinking the Kool-Aid. They won't be drinking the Kool-Aid. Step 6 is when we start talking about making money, and the way to make money is through profit sharing. The way to profit share is what? Sponsor. And the way to get sponsored is by what? Sharing, joining KW. And that's where we talk about step in KW is step 6. When you bring a recruit, and a recruit attends Bold and plays full on, 85% of the time that recruit signs at step 6. Now step 3 and 4 for agents who are going to be in Bold, that's going to be your toughest day. You are going to not really like me. You're not going to like life. You're really going to have a breakdown because a lot of us think we're going to get in that Chevy Spark and hit the gas pedal, and guess what's going to happen? Nothing. And the more than likely the reason why, it takes time for things to happen, right? If you make 100 contacts today, are you going to have a closing day because of one of those contacts? No. In this business, everything lags. Everything lags. And in Bold, it's the same thing. My main objective is to get you through Bold. Have the habit set up for you. Gary Keller says it takes 66 days to create a habit. We're pretty darn close to 66 days for this Bold. So during those weeks that we're together and the weeks that we're not together, you're creating a habit, and the habit is lead generation, follow-up is a huge one we talk about, scripts, dialogues, memorizing things, objection handlers, and by the time we all graduate and receive our beautiful acrylic trophy, and we place it in our smartest bookshelf in the world, you have the skill set, and more importantly, you have the mindset, because the mindset is what is going to keep on you go and do it over and over and over. Now the $7.99, here's how it works. You pay $7.99, you're signed up. If you don't have the funds, that's okay. I have agents out there that want to take Bold. I have a student loan program that I have through myself. Well, my wife, who's an attorney, also created the document. Yet, I have it created. And here's the situation how it works. You pay $400 to max. How much? $400. And then I put the additional $399 on my credit card. I have a credit card, which I'm a Dave Ramsey. I'm completely debt-free. And if he knew I had a credit card for anything, he'd kill me. Yet, I have a credit card for Bold. And what I do with that credit card is I put other people's payments on that credit card. I usually have room for about 25 of those during each round. What I only ask from you is this. Pay me back, please. Okay? And how the payment plan works is this way. And sometimes it doesn't work this way. It's okay. I expect you to pay me $75 a week, steps 2 through 7, either by cash or by check. That way, by the time it's all said and done, it ends up being $450 that you pay me. Now, I'm not making any money. My wife attorney, who's also a business attorney and accountant, has stated, Todd, our credit card fees and interest charges equal $448.33. So you must charge $450. Don't charge any more because then we'll have to 1099 ourselves because we're making profit. I go, honey, really? Okay. Yeah. So it's instead of $7.99, it's $8.50. Yet that's how much, if you really, really, really see yourself being Bold, where you know what, this may not just be the right time financially for me, I guarantee, and Diana does not like when I guarantee anything, yet I guarantee when you do the activities, you will see the results. You will get your $7.99 back so quickly. $7.99 on your average commission at $10,000 is pretty darn small, isn't it? That's less, what's it, 7%, 8%? Of it? First time buyers for $300. Wow. I like that. I do. And here's the situation. The best thing about it, you will walk out of Bold, that $7.99 that you invest in yourself, you will have that money returned to you over and over and over and over and over. So who is signed up for Bold? Woo!
Question.
Yes, question. I love questions.
Can a non-agent
Yes.
come at 10?
I had a dentist in my last one.
Oh, wow.
A dentist. Now you ask why do I have a dentist? He was brought by his real estate agent.
Down the line.
Okay? No, it came down to his business had dropped off. And he was figuring out what happened. And you know what it was? Who has a dentist appointment in the next 6 months?
I have one.
That you made yourself. Okay, that you made yourself. Who has missed their dentist appointment in the last 6 months? Okay?
Not missed.
Why? Because we forget, right? He discovered that he was losing almost 75% of his business a year because of not following up with his clients. So what he did is he enacted a plan, which he used the Bold rules, and he just changed the scripts of dialogue a little bit, has front desk people, then hired an inside salesperson like we do in real estate to call, and his business increased 250%, where by the time he was done with Bold, he had to hire another dentist. Okay? So it shows that it works. We've had lenders, we've had home inspectors. I had a karate expert in there, which I was completely afraid of the entire time. When we did the Chuck Norris, I was afraid he was really going to do the Chuck Norris. I had a veterinarian one time, so it's for anyone. We also have a Bold for Business, which we're launching as well. It's going to be a completely different product. Yet, we've discovered, well, I discovered, because I'm not the smartest guy in the room right now, Diana has discovered that Bold can be in any business.
Yeah.
You change just a couple of words, a house to a car, a house to a sofa, it can change the world. The reason why, what are we changing once again? Our mindset. It doesn't matter what you sell or what you invest in or what we do in our life. If your mindset's in the right place, you'll get a lot farther. So yes, anyone can come to Bold. They don't have to be the KW. It could be your pet groomer. It could be anyone that you see could benefit from the first day. Because once again, how much is the first day?
Free.
It's free. And we're getting filled up. We really are. We're at 115, I believe, right now. Or 116. And we're getting filled up. So we will sell out Bold. There will be people in here that may wait a little too long, and guess what happens? You just lose. You're not getting in. And then the victim mentality sets in. Well, I should have been there. It's not fair I'm not there. I can't believe I'm not here. What happened? You didn't get on the ball, right? Who has buyers out there right now that have looked at too many houses and should have bought the first house they looked at? Okay? And then what happens? They don't buy anything. Oh, the heck with it. This is not even worth my time anymore. And how much time do you spend driving around in circles showing them houses? It can be weeks at a time you're doing that. It's the same thing with this right now. If you snooze, more likely you're going to lose. I like that as well. We'll use that next time. Yeah, the entire thing about Bold is taking you from the minor leagues to the major leagues. Okay, my son plays baseball. He's a pitcher in high school. Yeah, if he were to pitch in the major leagues, you think he'd look really good? No. It's going to take him a skill set, practice, accountability, coaching to get that position where he wants to be. Yeah, that's where we're going to take you. We're going to take you from here to here. If you've been through Bold before, we realize that every time we go through Bold or anything in life, we're at a different place. Every time you're at a different place in life. Bold is changing too. We're going to class all next week in Austin to do the reformat. So things are reformatting around. When you took Bold last time, you're not going to see the same things you saw this past time. This is going to be a new Bold. And our number one thing right now is to keep you in production, to keep you in business. Because Gary Keller is predicting one thing, and the thing is, it's going to shift quickly. Okay? My marketplace alone, we've seen the shift. The shift is coming. We have artificially inflated prices still in my marketplace. Our prices inflated 18% over last year.
Wow.
Okay? A healthy market's about 5.5%. So what's going to happen, do you think, with the market? It's going to go back down. What's going to happen with the interest rates?
Going up.
Go up. We're going to have a brand new president pretty soon, right? Every time you have a brand new president, what happens?
Nobody.
No one knows what's going on. People are afraid to invest in things. Oil prices, real estate and oil for some reason go hand in hand. Gary Keller watches oil prices more than he does the marketplaces for homes. Oil prices are really funky right now. I travel the country, it's amazing where you see the oil prices. So something's going to change. And that's what my intention is, to set you up for the shift. Because when the shift happens, it's going to happen pretty quickly. And who was in business in 2008, 2009, 2010? Anyone here? It was tough, wasn't it? We were the crazy ones that stayed in the business. Okay? My board alone had 1,400 agents when I joined in 2003, and in the shift we had 580. Okay? 580 agents. So we had 580 crazy ones, we called it, who stuck it through. And of course, now we've been riding a high roller coaster for a while. Yeah, that roller coaster, the hill's going to start dropping here. It's not going to be anything like it was in 2008 and 2007, yet things are going to change. So my intention, Diana's intention and Bold, is to get you in the mindset, to get you where you need to be, which is a great agent and a great person. And we're also great salespeople, right?
Oh.
I'm a great salesperson.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes. Any other questions, concerns, comments? Anything. I'm here to talk, answer questions.
Well, I have something to say.
You do?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we do.
Where is Bold happening?
Bold is going to be, the first step is at the Palisades Mall, and steps 2 through 7 are at the Salvation Army.
That starts the
West
10th
End.
of April?
I'm sorry?
10th of April it starts?
4th of April.
Yeah, 2 weeks from yesterday.
So April 4th is free?
Yes.
April 4th is free. And then we take 2 weeks off. We start April 4th, and we go to April 18th with our second step. Then we have Passover the 25th, so we're taking that week off. So we're actually going a week for the free stuff, taking a vacation, going to the second step on the 18th, taking the week off, and then coming back on May 2nd, and then actually graduating on Wednesday, June 1st, because that Monday is Memorial Day.
And we'll resend
And we'll
all of
resend
those
it all out.
dates.
Yeah.
So this morning I was at 5:30 in the morning. I get to catch up on my emails, and I was reading Todd's email about how many people from our 2 market centers have signed up for Bold. And it was great. And certainly Jennifer and Randy have done a great job, and all of you who have signed up already, it's wonderful. But I said to myself, you know what? There needs to be more people. I have seen how Bold can change people's businesses and their lives. And I said, what can I do to add value to the experience, especially for people who have taken Bold before, who may think, well, I've been there, I've done that. So I started thinking, well, what are 2 things that's kind of a perk that our agents like? And so I've been told that our agents like to do a party at my house. Okay? So I said, okay, well, that's great. And what's something else that they like to do around their businesses? Well, everybody likes to mastermind with like national top producing agents. Agents normally who we have to go to Austin to see or something like that. So I said, you know, well, I know a lot of those people. But you know what, it's today, Todd's coming today. I have to do something. So I said, okay, I'm going to put it out on Facebook that anyone who comes to Bold it originally started as a challenge, which market center would get more, but then I said, you know what, it's really just better. Anyone who comes to Bold should get the perk, and the perk is going to be that you're going to be invited to my home, and we're going to have a barbecue, but we're also going to have a very special guest to mastermind with. So I put this out there, and now I started, because I'm also getting myself into my Bold mindset, because I'm going to be taking Bold too. And I said, okay, so now I have a goal, but now I got to do it. So I'm going to think big. And who is the one person in all of Keller Williams that I would love to come here that can really add value to our agents? And so I thought Lance Loken is the guy. So if you don't know Lance Loken, I met him 2 years ago in a recruit select in Austin that Mark Willis trained. And he was sitting behind me. And we got to talking, and I asked him, did he have a team? And he said, yes. And I said, well, how much is your team doing? He said, oh, about $85 million. I said, really? That's great. I said, what other company were you with before? He goes, well, I was only with Keller Williams. I've only been in the business for 3 years. And I said, wow, 3 years in the business, and you're only doing 85, and you're already doing 85 million.
Think big.
So he said yes, and I said, he started telling me about his business, and it's just amazing. And I said, well, what did you do before real estate? He said, I was the CFO for Huffman & Coos. So we were talking. So today, I messaged him on Facebook at 7:30 in the morning. Now, I forgot, Lance is in Houston, and it's 5:30 in the morning. So I thought, well, within 3 minutes, Lance messaged me back, and I asked him if he would come in and if he would teach Recruit Select to our agents, and also do a mastermind at my home. And Recruit Select, for those of you who don't know, is really great. It's the core foundation of Keller Williams of how to find and hire talent. So whether you're a single agent and you may hire an assistant, whether you're just in your life in general, whether you're building a team, it's so crucial for you guys to know this and master this. I mean, this can add such value to your businesses. So Lance emailed me back and he said, yes, he said, actually, on May 31st, I have to meet with Barbara Corcoran in New York City. But if you'd like, on June 2nd and 3rd, I can come to your market center and I can teach not Recruit Select, but the brand new course that's taking the place of Recruit Select now, Career Visioning. So he is going to be here, and on June 2nd, I'm going to, for anybody who attends Bold, you can come to my home in the evening. We're going to have a mastermind, and I can also tell you that probably we'll have some regional top producers from Keller Williams that will come to that barbecue to mastermind with Lance as well. But anybody from just our 2 market centers, us and Hudson Valley United, anybody who does Bold can come to that mastermind as well. And the class on the 2nd and 3rd, we're working out the details through Keller Williams International now. But that will be a class. It will be a class you'll have to pay for. But I'm telling you again, that class will be amazing with Lance Loken. He is the #2 producer in Keller Williams out of 130,000 agents. And he is the #20 producer in the country in Real Trends. So that's across all companies. Wow. So that's very exciting. So I hope that's awesome. A special perk that I hope will add value to all of your businesses.
That's awesome. Any other questions for me at all before I head on to my next place?
Where's that?
Central Valley, yeah, Central Valley I'm going. And then I'm going to LaGuardia, and then I'm flying south.
I want to know why you didn't turn that car back in.
You know the real reason? I had worse. Okay? Oh, yes. I've had ones that the windows on crank down. I mean,
Crank?
Yeah, they crank.
All right, so you all should have a form to sign up for Bold in front of you.